Welcome to the Walkinupsynct podcast. I'm your host, Cat. Outside my window right now, there'd be Walkinupsynct. There's a cop driving out. He is Walkinupsynct. When he got to the intersection, there's a car backing up in the parking lot in front of the cop. In front of the intersection. And then he's synced with that car again right now as it's leaving the parking lot. And then there's blue and red cars driving out synced to each other, and there's people walking out of the baby stroller that I think are synced. But I uploaded that video, and then I see a one headlight sitting in the parking lot as he about to sync. Oh, and then I saw a one tail light garbage truck today, and then I saw another one tail light car right after the one tail light garbage truck that was just like sitting on the side of the street. And then right after that, I saw one headlight. But I uploaded the video of this helicopter today. I was in my grandma's car, and it flew right over us. So we were going to the coffee shop, and she just stops just like in the middle of the street. Like, she just stops the car on the street and is just like, let me see how much money I have in my purse. Like, she just stops the car on the street. Like, just parks on the street. And I'm like, why is she stopping in the middle of the street? And then I look over to my right, and I'm like, oh, that's why. There's a helicopter flying right at us, really low in the sky. So I pull out my camera as fast as I can, and I barely caught it flying over. And it flew right over the car. And then my grandma, you can hear her on the video, she's like, I love watching that helicopter fly over. And the other day, a helicopter flew over, and she said that same thing. And she sinks. But I love my grandma, though. But she sinks, though. I don't know why. But don't know. And then I see my grandpa's truck meeting me synced all the time. He syncs, and I don't know why, but he's always meeting me synced in his truck. And then their dogs sync. and then but I see a bunch of sync mobiles outside right now. It's synced up out there. Walkinupsynct. There's been a few sirens today. This tan car pulled up and met me at an intersection today, and there's this kid in the back seat, like a teenager in the back seat, and he's like staring out his window at me. He's like leaning out the window or whatever, and he's like, hey, are you creep busters? He's like staring at me weird. I think they'll just be staring at you like that. Are you creep busters? I just saw this guy walking his dog by. He's always synced, and he's got red shorts on today. He's always synced up with his dog when I see him. They be walking. Trying to think of what else crazy happened lately. I got a frequency in my ear when I was walking outside like an hour ago or whatever. There was like there was a tan car driving by me at the same time, but there was also people across the street from me at the same time. So I don't know which one of them shot the directed energy weapon at me, but it's probably one of them, I guess. Just right at that moment, I got a frequency in my head. But they haven't been doing it as much lately. So that's good, I guess. I think this tan car out here has one tail light. Yeah, I pulled out my camera to record the garbage truck with one tail light, and then he turned right at that moment, so I didn't get to catch it today. But saw that again. Like, I see garbage trucks, they'll have one tail light or one headlight, like, pretty frequently. I'll see that. There's a lot of garbage trucks out there, you know, like, but I just see it a lot, though. I just see one that has one headlight or one tail light. Like, I've seen garbage trucks that have one headlight or one tail. I think it's the garbage trucks that I've seen the most. But like the telelifts, I've seen those with one headlight. I've seen the mail trucks. One time I saw a mail truck that had one headlight and one tail light on the same mail truck. I've seen UPSs and telelifts and whatever else, things that sink all the time with one headlight or one tail light. Domino's car or whatever the fuck. There's a guy walking up. Is he Walkinupsynct? There's a silver car is driving by me that definitely looks like it's Walkinupsynct. But what about this guy walking? Is he Walkinupsynct? I don't know. Don't know about that guy. Was he Walkinupsynct? I see a bunch of cars that are. I've been seeing a lot of red. I always see red shirters, but I've been seeing more red shirters lately, I think. I've been seeing a lot of red shirts. So, I don't know if they ramped up the red shirters, but I think they did. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of them. They just ramp things up and down all the time, like... It'll be just a bunch of cops one day, and then the next day there'll be like no cops or one cop or whatever, or it'll be like a bunch of cops for multiple days in a row, or a bunch of school buses, or a bunch of planes, and then there'll be no planes for like a month or like a couple weeks or something, and then there'll be like one plane, and then on one day, and then there'll be no planes again for like a couple days, and then there'll be like 5 planes on one day, and like they just ramp things up and down all the time like that. It's like fluctuates. I see a pig. He sinked. Is he gonna sink at the other side? Looks like he sinked it at the other side. But yeah, every time I go over to my grandma's house, her dogs are barking synced and running around synced. And I think her dog took a piss sink yesterday. And then like outside of her house, there's a bunch of birds and squirrels synced. And a bunch of cars driving by synced. And bugs synced. And the wind sinks, and the planes and helicopters fly over sync, and then sirens sync. And sync, and sync. I'm trying to think what else happened recently that was crazy. It's all crazy. It's all fucking insane. I see a bunch of sinks constantly out my window the entire time I'm talking, in sinkmobiles on multiple different streets and in the parking lot and all over the place. Synced up, bro. It's synced out here. It's extremely overdose synced. It's too much sync. They're gonna overdose on the sync powder. They're synced out of their fucking minds, bro. It's synced target out there. They're synced as fuck. I don't know, but stay tuned for more Walkinupsynct.